Hello friends, hello authors. In this video, we're going to try and learn. We're going to learn how to create chapter illustrations. So let's say you have a book outline and you are trying to write a book, and also you want an illustration for every chapter. At the beginning of each chapter, you want to add an illustration, right? How do you do it? What is the best way to do it? Now, very importantly, you need to understand that any illustration, any image that goes into the book has to be of a certain print specification. It needs to be printed well. So it needs to be it needs to have a good quality of image, right? Now, so you cannot just download an image from somewhere. Obviously, it will have copyrights. So you will need to create that image. Either use ChatGPT, but ChatGPT always gives you a default 96 dpi image. So for authors, we've made it really easy to create an image or an illustration. For example, this is a book on IPO frenzy in India. So let me go to step 3 and I show you what sort of an illustration gets added here. So if you see this, an illustration has been created. So let's create the same thing for chapter 2. First and foremost, click on step 1, that is illustration. Okay. Now, this is going to generate a prompt. It's going to take the chapter idea, the book idea, what exactly is required at this point for an illustration, and then create an illustration prompt. Now, a prompt is a set of directions that you have to give to AI for image generation. For anything you do with AI, you need to have prompt. So for creating an image, you need a prompt. Now, in this case, a huge long prompt has been generated, which will tell AI what exactly needs to be created, what color, what shape, and everything else. So let's save this prompt, and once that is done, go to AI art. So you click on AI art. Now this is going to generate a beautiful contextual illustration for this specific chapter. You can also remove that and add your own, but I would suggest to keep this the way it is. When you click on view, you're going to get this image loaded. So if you see, this is a beautiful image illustration for an IPO machine, right? A sophisticated cutaway view of a massive gleaming corporate headquarters building in Mumbai's Bandra Kurla complex. So this is how it should look like, and this is a beautiful illustration. It's vertical and it will look good. So now your image is already saved. You don't have to do anything. So if you cancel save prompt, anything, it will still be there. Now you just created a chapter illustration. Will it also show in the final PDF? Let's check. When I do next and go next, let's do next and go to print settings. Okay, let me choose Gutenberg Sherlock Mystery Detective, that as the typography. And when I click on print PDF, let's try and check if that illustration is going to appear in that specific book that we are trying to create, right? Give it another few seconds for the print PDF, because a lot of processes that are running in the background. It's stitching your book together, and it's also going to add your illustration. Okay, so this is the book. Let's go into, so this is the first illustration that I showed you. And then there is the second illustration over here, right? So this is the second illustration which got added by itself. So you don't have to do anything much. There's no content in the book, and hence it's all empty. We just generated one chapter, and that's why there's no content. So this is how you generate illustrations, and this is how illustrations are going to be added to your book in the final PDF, and it will also be added to your EPUB. All you need to do is click on EPUB, and then if you need, just go to EPUB checker and upload that EPUB file, which is the ebook, and then run the EPUB checker, and it will check and tell you if your EPUB is fine or not.